Hey, what's going on? This is Sunshine. All right.
Hey, YouTube world, we're back again. We're back again for music this time.
That's right. We did we reacted to a video a while back to the group called the Bee Gees. And, you know, I was really enlightened on how much they really done and how long they did it. So I was kind of impressed with that. I've always liked their voice. I always thought their vocals were so unique and just real smooth. And so this is the one, Stayin' Alive, and I think this is the one with John Travolta, Saturday Night Fever?
Saturday Night Fever.
Okay, yeah. And I always wondered, because I think I talked to you about it before, you know, you have actors such as John Travolta, and you actually have Patrick Swayze. And I wonder if they just learned dancing for the movie, or they had a little dance in them. I wonder, because I almost most things you can, if you practice well enough, you can kind of get away with it and make it look like you. So I always wondered if that's something that they, because he also did. Was he in Greece too? Wasn't he, Travolta? So he did. He did a little stuff in that too. So I don't know. Patrick Swayze, is that the only Dirty Dancing, or is that it?
That's the only one I know of.
Okay.
I don't know. I've seen him in other movies, but not a dancing movie per se.
So this is a Bee Gees, Stayin' Alive, and let's get into it. Before we do, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, also share, comment below. So come on, let's go.
Bee Gees.
You know, yeah, really. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, it's funny when I listen to it, and anybody that goes back in music understands how critical people got about disco music. But one thing I can say about disco music, and this being like probably at the height or in the middle of disco music, is that I can almost see this music in a club. You can see it. I can see somebody working out to this music. Disco music just makes you want to move, and that's why I think it really got a bad rap. It got a real bad rap because there's a lot of music that people have done that was disco, but they put the little feel and some artists like Cheryl Lynn, to be real, was disco music. Even the guy that sung with the Temptations, David Ruffin, did a song that was disco music, but it's weird how we look at it differently when other people put a little feel, because disco just has that rhythm, that ultimate rhythm in it. So, but Bee Gees, I always think about the Bee Gees from time to time. The reason why is a lot of times, people have little medical conditions. I've kind of battled with the cholesterol. I remember when I first and ever since I was young, and I guess I remember telling the doctor, hey, maybe I could work out or something. He said, you can work out as much as you want, and still, he said, thank your parents. It's just genetic. Some things you just have to. So I had to take some medication for it. And when people asked me about it, I said, these are my BG pills. Ooh, 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 staying alive, staying alive. That's so I used to. So every now and then I think about the BGs when I think about taking medication. That was my staying alive pill. So, but you had the last comment seemed like you.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's funny how, when you don't know words to a song and you fill in what you think it says.
Right.
All these years, ever since this song has been out.
It's the same thing I was thinking.
Yeah, I know you know. Somebody help me.
Yeah.
Somebody help me. I just thought they said girl.
Oh, see, that's good. I used to always think it said somebody help me please. I thought it was please.
Oh, and then at one time I did say I thought it was please.
I never thought it was yeah.
Never thought it was yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I was like, oh, that's what they're saying. And to be honest with you, the chorus is I pretty much know it, but the verse I really was looking, because I didn't know we was talking about whether you're a mother, I never knew they were saying that. I was just listening to I just loved their voice, their harmony.
Yeah.
So I just listened to it, and then when the chorus came, I kind of sung along with that. But I never all that stuff they were saying, I never knew that was what they were saying. So
never knew, and then even with the movie,
yeah.
I'm looking at the choreography in the movie, right. And and then I picked up the music later, and whatever. So, but yeah,
so that's
funny.
That's just real. I wonder where that's at too. Where they shot that video. That's kind of interesting.
I'm trying to figure out the significance with the video of the song.
Well, I guess it was. That's a good question. Some things maybe referred to when they talked about the something beats of the streets, or something like that, and that might have something a little. Do with it, but I like them, man. They have wonderful. I love they're another. That's one thing I always love about solo singers or group singers, when you just recognize them right off the bat. That's the Bee Gees.
Yeah,
and they had that.
They had that voice where you automatically knew it was Bee Gees.
Nobody ever sound. I've never heard anybody sound closely to what they sound.
The other thing was we didn't know, and I guess in our previous video that we played recently, I guess. I didn't know two of them passed away. One was in 2003, the other one 2012, 13, something. Yeah.
So when we did the other
8.
video, that was later than that, wasn't it? That's too, because the one in the middle, tallest one, seemed like they focused more on him. He looks the same all the way through and through. But there was one we watched, and was like, oh, we kind of.
Oh, two people. It was two. At first, I thought they were talking about a different group. No, first I thought they was talking about the Bee Gees. Then when I looked at a different one, I thought, oh, maybe the other follower was talking about another group. But then when I read, and I kept my read on down, they were talking about the Bee Gees. I thought,
really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
it's just the guy with the full set of hair, which I think he's still got a little bit of that going on now. He's, to me, the most recognizable Bee Gees. So when
it seems like it's more the lead.
Yeah, when I see him, I see Bee Gees. But I mean, the other guys, but voice-wise, their combination is there. It's just that whenever I think of Bee Gees, that his face comes up. So
And I want to make sure that I'm right. I don't want to somebody
Okay.
passed that hadn't passed.
Right, right,
Okay,
right.
yeah. So here, and it was BG's Buster One. Is the follow? I'm assuming you're following
Oh,
us.
okay.
Yeah. It said, sadly, Maurice died in 2003,
Okay.
and Robin in 2012.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Barry's the only one left.
Yeah, okay,
I
okay.
don't know which one's which.
Yeah,
So I guess I'll
I'm
have to
gonna
look it up.
assume that Barry is that one with the full set of hair. That's just my guess, only because I've seen some stuff online where it's just him singing something, but it's so I'm thinking maybe it's him. But y'all can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not sure of the names. The only Barry I'm clear of or know in that thing was Barry Gibbs. That's the only person I would know that with that name. So
And BG's Buster One is the one who
okay.
commented. You're absolutely right. It was something that he said in the last video that disco didn't, and also in this one he said it didn't give the radio stations didn't give them their just at the time, and you're absolutely right. Going back,
because I think there was a baseball game I want to say where there was this big thing where everybody's thinking their disco music and throwing it on, and they ran over it with it or something, and they had
their music.
Big signs,
or just disco
and had big banners and signs around the stadium. That seems like I'm remembering something like that. But there was this big lash on, and I never understood that because people really had enjoyed themselves dancing and partying to disco music. I understand.
Yeah, that was an era
if you don't like
in
it, just step
itself.
away.
Yeah, it was an era.
Because the thing of it is, most music are going to have its time. Let it do it on its own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if
it's gonna run its course.
Yeah, it's gonna run. So let it. But there's so many other. Maybe we can go through and show you some of these songs that people, well-known people, like Donna Summer, she did disco. I mean, there's a lot of big artists that did disco because that's what it was at the time. And so I don't understand. What I like about disco is you could put it anywhere. It's not just segregated to one type of lifestyle. I mean, it's just, I don't know. That's just me.
I guess you could. I mean, people do put it categorize it and put it in one particular, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way because, I mean, it's music.
Well, what I think of is, I don't know if it was necessarily disco. It may have been the Village People. There was an issue with the Village People. And they wanted to, maybe it was the Village People. They had this thing about the Village People too. Maybe that was considered disco too. I'm not sure, but that's probably around the same era. Actually, the black guy, he used to be married to Felicia Rashad. Did you know that? Oh, you knew that? Okay, yeah. That's weird that when you hear. I was watching the thing. I think it might have been the Village People that they had issues with, but they also had issue with disco music. But the one far as throwing the music on and running over with a bulldozer and. Wow. We say that stuff. I think that
I didn't
was.
Know that,
but that's the Bee Gees, and awesome singers love their voices and love their harmony. But y'all let us know what you think. But before we get out of here, do us a favor. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also share, comment below, and I do believe that's it.
Yep, that's it. Thanks for listening to Sunshine and E.